it really doesn't matter if you believe that it's your choice what you do or not. It doesn't matter because it's not like when you believe that it's your choice what you do, you actually make it happen. It is your choice what you do, regardless of whether or not you believe in it. And so you can relax, you can breathe, because no matter what you do, it's your choice what you do. You don't have to believe that it's your choice what you do. You're great. You're great regardless of whether or not you're aware that it's your choice what you do, and regardless of whether or not you can see that. So you don't have to justify it to anybody. And especially not by believing in it. So I do not want you to get a panic attack thinking that you have to believe that it's your choice what you do. You don't. You're not going to make it any more real by believing in it. It already is. One of the great things about that is that you cannot change. You cannot change the fact that you have free will. You cannot change that about yourself. You can change lots of things, but you cannot change about yourself that it's your choice what you do. So you also need to only to be worried about what actions you take or what happens to you in the future. Because no matter what you do in the future or what you do at any point in time, it will always fundamentally remain your choice what you do. It always will be. So don't worry too much, you got this. Okay. Yeah, it's really fucking awesome. So, I wanted to do this fun part. Before I do the fun part, let's do a different fun part, which is no spiritual teacher believes that it's their choice what to do. But the spiritual teacher tells you how to do good things or how to not do bad things or what to do in general. If it's your choice what you do, and if you believe that it's your choice what you do, you don't have to tell people what's good or bad. Or you can't even tell people what's good or bad because you can't do it anyway. So it's pointless. So, spiritual teachers are fun, but they don't really matter because they can't do anything. They take your power away and they can't have you do anything to make you powerful. Which is what brings me to the really fun part, which is imagine two gods, or two goddesses. Let's go with two goddesses this time. We might go with two gods the next time. Imagine two goddesses arguing together about what it might be like to be a goddess. And they're arguing about what it might be like to be a goddess because they don't know what it's like to be a goddess. It's arguing, oh well, what might it be like to be a goddess? That would be awesome to be a goddess. But they already are. They're arguing about it because they think that they don't know what it's like to be a goddess. They've always been a goddess. How can you know that you're a god if you've always been a god? How can you know that you're a goddess if you've always been a goddess? You can't know. And so you can end up with this kind of cute and funny image of two goddesses having an argument about what would it be like to be a goddess. And that's how it looks to me. If you, for example, argue with a spiritual teacher about what the right or wrong thing to do is, or what the right or wrong way to behave is, what the right or wrong attitude is, It's like seeing two goddesses arguing about what it would be like to be a goddess or what they could do in order to become a goddess. Like, let me just ask you, and why don't you tell me what it's like to be a goddess? Because you already are, you just don't know. You're just not aware of it, but you already are. So, I want to really emphasize this one part about it as well. It's not a threat at all. If you have people arguing about what the right or wrong thing to do is, or people arguing about, you know, you can only be better if you do a certain thing the right way or this or that way. You don't have to worry about that. Like, it's not a threat. It's kind of cute and it's adorable and it's fun to watch. Because it's like watching two goddesses arguing about what it would be like to be a goddess, and all they would have to do is just ask each other, hey, what's it like to be a goddess? What is it like to be a goddess? Well, it fucking sucks, man. It's so fucking sucks. Sucks to be a goddess. It doesn't really feel very great. Why doesn't it feel great? Because you're so powerless. You know, like, if it really is true that we are, that we just feel powerless. You can experience that as a god, powerlessness, or as a goddess. You can experience that powerlessness, but it's your choice to experience it. It really is. Because when you're experiencing powerlessness, literally the only thing you're choosing to do is you're choosing to believe that you're powerless. And you can choose to do that because you're a fucking god. And isn't this the most awesome thing about it? It's because you're a fucking god, you're a fucking goddess. You can choose to experience powerlessness. And you can go through that and you can choose to experience powerless for hundreds of thousands of years. And after that, you'll be just fine. You'll be just as perfect as you've always been because you're a fucking goddess, you're a fucking god. And you'll be around and you will exist with that experience, having had that experience which you chose. I want to also talk about moving forward because it's a ridiculous thing. Moving forward towards where? There's nowhere to move forward to. There's just one experience after the next. And then there's another experience after that. And you choose. You choose. You can just choose what experiences you want. And you can choose what experiences you want means that you can choose what experiences you want. It doesn't mean that you choose what experience you want, but if you choose the wrong one, you're fucked. No, of course fucking not. You choose. You choose what experience you want means you choose what experience you want. You go for that just now, you can go for that later. There's no pressure. You can always go for that experience another time. Don't worry, like, I'll be there for you to come back to. For now you can try that, and then for the next time you can try that. You can see what happens. Go with the flow. So, I'm Daniel Lee. If you want to, you'll see me in the next video. I've got one question for you that I want you to answer in the comments. What is it like to be a goddess? What is it like to be a god?